Hi everybody, my name is Matt and this is my motivational moments. Now hopefully I'm going to put out a number of these videos, and on these videos I want to give you two things. One of those things is I want to share with you an experience that I had recently around motivation, and two, I want to share with you maybe a link to a video or to a channel that really gets me motivated, because I do get a lot of my motivation, a lot of that drive from different things on YouTube, because I probably spend way too much time on YouTube. Okay, so if you follow my channel, if you've watched my channel before, you probably know a couple of things about me. One, I went back to school a couple of years ago to become a school teacher. Two, I changed a lot of aspects of my life to change things up both mentally and physically, to get better in all aspects of my life, to be the best that I can be. And three, one of the ways I'm currently addressing that is by doing the Go One More Challenge version 2 with Nick Bear. All of those things have left me incredibly motivated, but one of the things that I came across the other day, one of these moments during the day while I was teaching, really got me thinking about how I address motivation in my own life, and I wanted to share that with you and hopefully do that in a ton of different videos. So on what happened to me the other day, and to give you a little bit of a backstory, a couple of years ago I was doing my last job and I was actually working for a university, and while I was working for that university I came across this professor that all the students seemed to really care about, and it was very obvious that the professor had a lot of passion to share their knowledge, to do everything that they could do for those kids and take good care of those kids and take good care of everything that they needed in terms of their educational needs, anything that he could do to be there for them. He just had this passion on life that I, quite frankly, hadn't seen before. And if we fast forward just a year from that, I found out that he had also left the university and he had gone back to be a school teacher, and he was actually teaching at the elementary school level. Now, immediately when I found that out, I thought to myself, what would this guy be like as a teacher teaching elementary kids? Would that same passion that he had for life, that same passion that he had for sharing what he knew, translate into teaching at an elementary school level? Because it really felt like regardless of what he was doing in life, he would just put all and everything into those moments, into whatever he was doing. And then you fast forward to just this past week, and I was into the school supply teaching, and for that day I was actually following a particular student around for the entire day. I was with them from class to class to give them some additional help, and I walk into this one classroom about halfway through the day, and there was that teacher. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of specifics in terms of who it was, the school I was at, that sort of thing, because I think that's a lot less important to what I'm trying to get across in this video. But what happened was, immediately when I saw him, I got this big rush. I was so excited to go into that classroom, and for the next hour that I spent with him, I witnessed something that got me super motivated and super passionate to go on with being the best possible teacher, the best possible educator that I can be. And there wasn't anything specific about that lesson plan that he was teaching that day. There wasn't anything specific about the conversation that he was having with the kids in particular. It was about the whole atmosphere that you could tell immediately when the students walked into that room. They were excited to learn. They were excited to be there. They were excited to have him in front of them, him instilling his knowledge. They were excited to hear what he had to say, and they were excited to take that information that he had and absorb it. So here's the thing, and here's why I bring up that particular thing that happened to me this past week. So many of us out there are doing the thing that we love, and I love to teach. But one of the things that happens, I am just the average guy, like many of you out there are. I think I am spectacular in many different ways, but I am just the average guy, and there's a day-to-day grind involved in that. And even if I'm doing the things that I love, sometimes it can be hard to find the passion that you need to do those things well. Sometimes it can be hard to just find those things during the day that motivate you. Surely we can go to the YouTube channels, we can Google search motivation and find different things to do that, but on our day-to-day lives, on our busy lives, finding ways to get motivated by those little experiences that are so important, that are just these little things that happen to you during the day, is something that I think is important and something that we can really focus on. Secondly, beyond just sharing with you something that's happened to me recently where I gathered a lot of motivation and got lots of passion in the things that I do in my life, I also wanted to share with you something on YouTube that I came across this morning that gave me a lot of passion. I'll put a link to this in the description down below, but this morning this shorts video came up from Jeff Cavalier at athlean-x, and I encourage you to click on the link down below because Jeff is able to explain this so much better than I can. But basically he's talking about this idea when you're not feeling like doing something, just get up and do it. You'll feel so much better about yourself once you did. If you know it's something you should be doing but you're not doing it, just get up and do it. Because honestly, quite frankly, I am doing this Go One More challenge, and a big part of that challenge is getting up most days and going for a run very early in the morning. And do I ever feel like doing that? Usually not when the alarm hits, but by the time I get dressed, I get outside and I get moving. It's awesome. And I do want this to be a conversation, so if there is something that has motivated you over the past couple of weeks, please put that in the description down below. I want to hear from you. If you like this video and you want to see more of my videos, my name is Matt and this channel is What Matters to Matt, and this is one of my motivational moments. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I put out a new video. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.